Okay, so for quartiles and box plots, a quartile, you think about the word quarter, quart, it's 4, right? So in a quartile, we're going to divide a set of data into 4 groups with about 25% of the values in each group. Now, to develop quartiles, and we're going to eventually be working towards a box and whisker plot, you need a 5-number summary. Here are the values of a 5-number summary. You're going to have the minimum, Q1, which is the same thing as the value in the 25th percentile, the median, Q3, which is the value in the 75th percentile, and finally your max. So let's enter these data values into Excel, and I think I've already done that. Yep, I have those values here. And you can see right here, here is our 5-number summary. So the minimum is 3, Q1 is 45.75, the median is 58.5. You should be familiar with the median from a previous video. Q3 is 76.25, and the maximum is 92. So I'm going to record those values now. So let's write those in. And then the maximum's 92. You can see here are the minimums, here's the maximums, and then this is where we got the median by adding these two numbers and dividing by 2. So now that we've got that 5-number summary, let's go ahead and create a box plot or a box and whisker plot. It's always drawn above or beside a number scale, so we're aware. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually draw vertical lines, and so we'll have 3 here. 45.75 is going to be somewhere right here, right? 58.5 is going to be our median. Our Q3 is 76.25, which is right here. And then our maximum is over here at 92. Okay, so for a box plot or a box and whisker plot, this gets connected. So from the minimum to Q1, that is connected. We are going to box in these values. So this is where our box comes. And then we are going to connect this with a line. I guess that's why those are called whiskers. So what this provides you with is you can kind of see the spread of data, right? So you can see we've got about each one of these right here is 25% of the data. So we've got 25% of the data here, 25% here, 25% here, and then 25% over here. It kind of allows us to see a nice idea of the spread of the data broken up into 4 places. So another set of box plots, a lot of times you see 2 box plots, one on top of another. So we have 16 men's heights and 16 women's heights. We're going to need to do these one at a time. So I'm going to go into the Excel spreadsheet. We're going to clear out the data we have, and then we're going to enter these heights in. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to hit pause on the video. Why don't you pull up your Excel spreadsheet, you enter those values in, and then let's compare to make sure we got those in at the same time. Alrighty, so you can see that I've got those values entered in here, and then I've got my 5-number summary. So the minimum 63, Q1 66.25, median 68.85, Q3 70.425, and then the maximum at 76.2. So let's go ahead and record those values over here. So our minimum was 63, and then our Q1 was 66.25. And our median was 68.85. Our Q3 value was 70.425, and then our maximum was 76.2. All right, we're going to need to do the same thing with the women's heights, so I'm going to go ahead and hit pause, get that data in there, and then we're going to get those the 5-number summary for our women's heights. All right, so now that I've got those data values in, I can see the 5-number summary for the women's heights. So the minimum is 58.6. Oops. So 58.6. Our Q1 was 61.375. Our median value was 62.95. Our Q3 value was 64.3. And our maximum value was 66.8. So now that we've got those two those two 5-number summaries, we're going to go over here and we're going to draw box plots for those values. So 63, 66.25, 68.85, 70.425, pretty close, and then 76.2 is somewhere out here. We would connect those, and there's our box plot for the men. And then we'll do the same thing for the women. 58.6 would probably be somewhere about here. 61.375 is maybe somewhere about right here. 62.95 is going to be somewhere about right here. 64.3 is right here. 66.8 is right here. So now this is the real question. It's one thing to be able to build a box plot, but I really want you to be able to analyze it. So comparing the two box plots, we observe what? I'd like you to take a second and think. I'm going to hit pause in the video as well, and think about what are some things that this box plot tell you. So a couple of things we may observe when you take a look at the men's heights. Look at the men's heights. There's a lot more variation, right? So more variation for the men. The other thing you see is when you take a look right here, these values, when you compare them, I think it's 60, so this is Q1, so Q1 here, when you compare Q1 for the men and Q3, and the max for women, it seems like the maximum for women is almost just the 25th, remember this is P25, this is the 25th percentile. So it looks like there's almost 75% of men are taller than women, right? So there's a couple things we can start seeing when we start comparing these two box plots.